Have you ever imagined what it would feel like to witness the very first moment a human being left the ground and truly flew? For thousands of years, humanity looked up at birds with envy, wondering if we would ever rise above the earth and join them in the sky. By the early 20th century, many respected scientists confidently claimed that powered human flight was impossible. They believed no machine could lift a man into the air in a controlled way. And yet, on a cold, wind-swept beach in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, two brothers were preparing to challenge that belief. In the flickering archives of 1903, we do not just see an experiment, we witness the exact moment the modern world begins. When we look closely at the restored black and white footage, what stands out is its simplicity. There are no massive laboratories or government-backed teams of engineers. Instead, we see Wilbur and Orville Wright, two self-taught mechanics from a small bicycle shop in Ohio. Their journey toward flight did not begin with engines, but with observation. They studied birds, watched how they tilted their wings, and realized that control, not power, was the real secret to flying. The early years were filled with failure. Photographs show broken wooden frames scattered across the sand dunes of Kitty Hawk, gliders collapsing under strong winds, and the frustration of men who had invested their savings into a dream many believed was foolish. Yet every crash became a lesson. Instead of giving up, they refined their designs, carefully recording data and inventing a new system of control that would later shape the future of aviation. Then came December 17, 1903. The air was freezing, and the Atlantic wind was relentless. The Wright Flyer stood fragile against the horizon, a delicate machine made of wood and fabric. Because no automobile company was willing to help them, the brothers built their own engine. As it roared to life, Orville positioned himself on the lower wing, while Wilbur steadied the craft. The Flyer moved forward along a wooden rail, shaking against the wind, and then, in a moment that would change history forever, it lifted off the ground. For 12 seconds, the machine remained in the air. It was not high, not smooth, and certainly not graceful, but it was controlled flight. In those brief 12 seconds, humanity broke free from the Earth for the first time. There were no cheering crowds, only a handful of witnesses who may not have fully realized what they had just seen. But the world had quietly changed. The silence of the dunes was replaced by the sound of possibility. Fast forward to 2026, and the impact of that fragile wooden flyer is everywhere. Commercial jets carry hundreds of passengers across oceans in a matter of hours. Fighter planes travel faster than the speed of sound. Spacecraft leave our atmosphere entirely. When we compare that simple 1903 machine to a modern aircraft, the progress feels almost unbelievable. What was once considered impossible has become ordinary. Air travel is now a routine part of life, and we rarely stop to think about how it all began on an empty stretch of sand. The beach at Kitty Hawk today stands as a quiet monument to determination and vision. The machines may have evolved beyond imagination, but the spirit that launched them into the sky remains the same. The Wright brothers proved that history is shaped not by those who accept limits, but by those who question them. Their 12 seconds in the air did more than lift a machine, it lifted humanity into a new era. As we look up at the skies filled with aircraft in 2026, one question remains. If Wilbur and Orville Wright could see how far we have come, would they be shocked, or would they simply nod, knowing they had already seen the future on that cold December morning? Let me know what you think, and join us as we continue exploring the moments that changed our world forever.